We're on Chapter 8, Dreamwalking in a Winter Wonderland. "Look, girls," shouted Apple Bloom, "a shooting star!" She pointed her little hoof at the sky and jumped up. It was a gorgeous night, clear and bright, revealing a dark canopy pinpricked with stars. The field was covered in snow, but the air felt quite warm and comfortable. So strange this time of moon, but perfect for a party. I hope more of those decide to show up once Princess Luna gets here, added Sweetie Belle cheerily. She was dragging a massive trampoline painted to look like the surface of the moon through the snow. "It really goes with our theme." "Can any pony help me with these lanterns?" Scootaloo pleaded. She teetered on one hoof at the top of the tall ladder. "I'm too short to reach the string." Her tiny orange wings flapped, but still could not hold her up high up enough to fly. Pop! Princess Luna had entered Apple Bloom's dream in the form of a white bunny with black splotches, mirroring her real-life cutie mark. Since Luna's intent was to observe and not to interfere, the little ponies did not notice her hopping under a hoof. She stood up on her hind bunny paws and inspected the scene, nose twitching. There were tables set up, elaborate game booths, and a dance floor as big as the Camelot Castle ballroom. A platform stage stood at the front, ready for a big demonstration, like the raising of the moon. It was just as Luna suspected. The three little cutie mark crusaders had gone and planned the Winter Moon Festival anyway. "I'm finished setting up the moon bounce," Sweetie Belle squeaked. "Come on, let's bring out the props for the Take a Picture with Princess Luna photo booth." The three little fillies scrambled toward a big crate and began to pull out hats and fake mustaches. Scootaloo pulled out a beak and started to dance. Poor chicken. She now is officially will never, ever be associated with anything else but chickens and Kentucky Fried Chicken, and yeah, it's not good. "You should have stopped, Scootaloo." "Squawk," she giggled, flapping her hooves around. "Look, I'm a chicken." "Yep, you're done. Your goose is cooked, Scootaloo." The photo booth props. "How humiliating! This festival had to be stopped now." Princess Luna closed her eyes and readied herself. The trio was so entranced by their own cleverness, they didn't even notice that a few feet behind them a small bunny was growing to the size of an alicorn. Magic light surrounded her body. Princess Luna emerged as her regal self. "Princess Luna!" Apple Bloom spun around, shocked, her pink bow bouncing. The royal pony bowed her head. "Greetings, young fillies." "What are you doing here?" Apple Bloom yelped. "The Winter Moon Festival hasn't started yet. It's supposed to be a surprise." Her face was rife with disappointment. "Do you like it?" asked Apple Bloom, motioning to the eyesore around them. "We've been working on it. This is all for you." Princess Luna looked around at the setup. There were far too many decorations for Luna's taste, not to mention that everything was overdone, loud, and exactly as if a filly had designed it. Or three of them, to be precise. Apple Bloom, Scootaloo, and Sweetie Belle looked up at her with their large, expectant eyes. "It is creative," Luna tilted her head to the side, unsure of how else to react. Even though it was only a dream, Princess Luna didn't want to hurt poor Apple Bloom's feelings. Clearly, the young pony was stressed about the event. The fact that she was having this dream proved it. "Well, phew. That's a relief." Apple Bloom seemed pleased enough. She looked around with a puzzled expression. "I wonder where every pony is, though. They were supposed to start getting here by now." A laugh escaped from Luna as she dawned on her. Apple Bloom still didn't realize that she was dreaming. Usually when Princess Luna appeared, the dreamer was aware that they were being visited in their subconscious, but Apple Bloom was perceiving this exchange as the real event. which meant Princess Luna could alter it to her liking. She could make the festival as weird and silly as she wanted, through the power of dream suggestion. Then Apple Bloom would think it was her idea. If there was one thing Princess Luna couldn't resist, it was a harmless prank. She couldn't help the sneaky smirk on her face as she trotted over to the stage. "Do you mind if I make a few suggestions before the guests arrive?" Of course, the eager Apple Bloom nodded. She scrunched her face. Like what? Chapter 9. A Call to Ponyville. The next morning, Apple Bloom woke up with an odd feeling that she and the other ponies had been going about this party planning business all wrong. Instead of decorating with tons of twinkly starlight and moon lanterns, they should make the whole event pitch black, so dark that no pony could see anything at all. What a great idea. It was a wild idea, but Apple Bloom couldn't shake it. The little filly hopped out of bed, ate a quick breakfast of strawberry pancakes with Applejack, and highlighted it over the Cutie Mark Crusaders clubhouse for an emergency Winter Moon Festival meeting. "This meeting of the Cutie Mark Crusaders is called to order," Apple Bloom announced, banging her gavel on the podium. "Can we make it fast?" Sweetie Belle yawned. "I couldn't sleep last night. Something really loud woke me up." "Was it a big, raw type noise?" said Scootaloo. "'Cause I heard that." "No, it was Rarity snoring," Sweetie Belle chuckled. "You'd never expect it, but she really—" "Come on, girls," Apple Bloom interrupted. "We have to talk about this festival." Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo exchanged a look as if to say, "What's wrong with her?" Okay, Apple Bloom unfurled a massive poster and laid it out on the ground. A messy hoof scribbled map of the festival had been drawn on it. She pointed her hoof at the twinkly lights and lanterns. "We need to get rid of those, ASAP, and these." Then she motioned to the gigantic spotlights that were supposed to shine on Princess Luna as she raised the moon. "And definitely those." "That's a really strange idea," Scootaloo looked sideways at Apple Bloom. "How are we supposed to see anything without the lights?" Apple Bloom smiled. "With moon glasses, a pair for every pony in Equestria." When making any official royal visit, Princess Luna traveled by way of her chariot. The two stallions who pulled it were quite unique. Echo and Nocturne were from a race of ponies that lived deep within the mountain caves like bats. They had gray hides, pointed wings, yellow cat-like eyes, and very quiet dispositions. Luna had found them when she had responded to the call to Smoky Mountain many moons ago. Moons after she had settled the dispute between the bat ponies and the mountain dragons, the princess had arrived to find the two bat ponies separated from their colony and caught within the clutches of an angry dragon who had left his own tribe because of his enduring resentment toward their species. Luna used her alicorn magic to lull the dragon to sleep, allowing the two stallions to fly away. Deeply grateful for the aid in their escape, Echo and Nocturne offered to serve as her royal guard forever after. "Will you be requiring us on your journey to Ponyville, Highness?" Echo asked with a bow. He squinted his eyes, which were not used to daylight. "It shall not be necessary," Luna assured him. It had been a long night, but she was excited to see if her little experiment had worked. "I'm only going to be for a quick surprise visit," she looked to Nocturne, who couldn't even open his eyes. "Besides," she chuckled, "you two wouldn't be able to see very well in this daylight." "Not true," Nocturne grunted. He pulled out a pair of shiny sunglasses and put them on. Echo did the same thing. "We are prepared for all things, Princess." 20% cooler. Deal with it. The princess laughed and took off back toward Ponyville on her own. Chapter 10. The Triax Hippo. Princess Luna, Twilight Sparkle, practically galloped over. She moved fast despite the fact she was carrying a large saddlebag full of books. Her face was the picture of concern. What are you doing here in Ponyville? Is everything alright back in Canterlot? Has it been invaded by changelings, dragons, alien space alicorns from outer space, even though I already said outer space, so they should already be from outer space, and it's self-explanatory not to say outer space? Luna was confused. What are you doing here in Ponyville? Is everything alright back in Canterlot? Is Equestria in mortal peril again? Do you need me to do? I assume that everything is going to be fine, Twilight Sparkle. Then why are you here? Twilight's eyes glazed over, searching through the files of her memory, trying to make sense of what the visit might mean. Is this about the bugbear? Because he is definitely gone this time. Fluttershy managed to... Twilight? Luna interrupt. No. It's just a... Twilight raised her eyebrows. She was getting suspicious. A Triax hippo, Princess Luna improvised, using the name of a random creature she hadn't seen in a few hundred moons. It's a magical ghost-like creature that takes residence in villages just to scare ponies. Oh, alright, said Twilight, who appeared relieved at the news. I thought you might have heard about the feast. She gasped and covered her mouth with her hoof. I mean, I'm going to find my friends, and I'm calling a meeting at my castle immediately. She spun around and began to canter away. A few hooves away, she stopped and called out to Luna about the Triax hippo. I mean, nothing else. Wait, Luna shouted. Twilight froze in her tracks and turned around. Luna forced a polite smile. Thank you. But I insist that there is no need for your interference. As long as I'm here, the Triax hippo won't come near. Luna wasn't sure if that was entirely accurate, but it didn't really matter. It did the trick. The Cutie Mark Crusaders clubhouse sat among the trees in a secluded part of the Sweetie Apple Acres. Luna hadn't visited the orchard during the day and forever, and she was struck by how beautiful the trees looked. The air smelled chilly and sweet with the scent of apples in the early winter sunshine. Luna's stomach rumbled. She loved apples just as much as any pony else. The princess trotted to the free sample barrel and selected a juicy red one before flying up into the tree outside the clubhouse window. Inside the tree, the three fillies were opening some giant boxes. Boy, are we lucky that DJ Pony 3 and Octavia had all these extra moon glasses hanging around in their basement. What are moon glasses anyway? Scootaloo tore open a box, and several of the pair of glasses went flying across the room. She skipped over and gathered them up. They make it so that you can see in the dark, you know? Like night vision, said Apple Bloom, picking up the pair that had landed by her hooves and popping them onto her face. Also, they make me look really cool, like Rainbow Dash. And then they all hung their heads down, knowing that there is no way that Apple Bloom could be as cool as Rainbow Dash. She put her front hooves across her chest. Deal with it. Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo giggled. All right, the moon glasses I understand. But what's with all the smelly garlic necklaces? Another random idea that just came to you. Another random idea that just came to you? Sweetie Belle held up a necklace that was strung with cloves of garlic instead of beads. She stuck out her tongue in disgust. Yup, Apple Bloom said confidently. Trust me, I got a really strong feeling Princess Luna will like this. Yeah, but will any pony else? Scootaloo murmured to Sweetie Belle. Princess Luna felt relieved. All she had to do was make a few random suggestions while these ponies were in their dream state. And then this festival Princess Celestia had approved would become absolutely ridiculous. Maybe the whole thing would be so odd that no pony would ever want to have one again. forever. Most ponies already thought Princess Luna was strange. Now the rest of the Equestria would too. Princess Luna was satisfied. She was about to take off back to Canterlot for some much-needed rest when she heard Sweetie Belle say, "We should probably go check with Pinkie Pie and Rarity to see how their decorations are coming along." Apple Bloom nodded. "Then let's stop by Fluttershy's cottage to see how her pet project is going too. Only if we visit Rainbow Dash after that," Scootaloo called after them. "She was going to draw up plans for those snow castles at the entrance, remember?" Of course the young ones would ask for their mentors for help. Luna put her hoof to her head. She'd grown the same way she used to when she and Celestia were fillies and had to do a bunch of chores. Princess Luna was going to have to visit a lot more dreams than she had anticipated if she were going to sabotage this Winter Moon Festival without hurting any pony's feelings. Why had Celestia agreed to this against her will? Possibly to get even with her because she became Nightmare Moon and made her have to stay by herself for such a long time. But we'll have to find out because I have to shut this off before the memory runs out. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Take it easy and have a great Sunday night.